I am Christina and I'm back again with another video, and I am going to do another review, but this is not about shampoos, it's about something quite different. This is about beta blockers. So basically I have had anxiety for the last, trying to think here, probably the last 5 years. And it's caused a lot of problems. And it went into a whole other area which I won't go into just now. But basically, I got better from most of the things I was suffering from, the mental side of things. But left over was still a bit of anxiety. And it was fine. It sort of went away to a very manageable level. But then I found it creeping back, and it really wasn't bad on the scale of things. Some people can't even leave the house. They have such bad anxiety, and I could go to work and fine and see my friends mostly fine. But I just found certain situations became very stressful, and this came to sort of peak about 4 months ago. So, I would basically find that when I was walking home from work, I felt really, really anxious, and I don't really know why. There's no logical reason, and often anxiety isn't logical at all. It's different for everyone. Like, I've spoken to quite a few people who've been diagnosed with or have self-diagnosed anxiety, and it's very different for each person. I've got relatives who've experienced it as well, and their experience is totally different from mine. But for me, I just found walking home from work really anxiety provoking, and I'd get sort of fight or flight feeling where I just felt really quite a bit weak and shaky, sweaty. I just didn't want anyone to look at me. I would just put my hood up and just be like, oh, just trying to march home as quick as possible, and it's just so irrational. I feel like it's all sort of stemmed from I don't like people looking at me, which sounds so ridiculous, but I just really hate it. Not all the time, obviously, and that makes it sound like it's just, I can't even explain it really, but I just don't like people looking at me if I'm feeling anxious. It gets into the cycle where I'm like, oh, people are looking at me, or I feel anxious, or just everyone just piss off, and I'm just like, oh, stuck in my hood, like gripping my rucksack. Just not good. Anyway, so I went to the doctor about it, because it was getting to the point where I'd get home and it'd take like an hour to feel normal again, after feeling so sort of anxious and with so much like nervous energy. And I'd even find myself being quite like rude when I got home, just being like, don't ask me questions, like everyone piss off, leave me alone. I'd feel like I needed like an hour to recover and be a normal person. So anyway, it's safe to say it was affecting me. So I went to the doctor, and I did end up crying, because it was just like, I don't really like talking about personal things that much, and just the pressure of like sitting down in a chair and he's like, so what can I do for you? And you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to like open up about this. So I told him exactly what I've just said to you, the world. And basically he's just like, well, I don't want to make you feel like I'm just shoving pills in your face and that's that. But I would recommend combination of counselling, and maybe I'll put you on beta blockers. So I went on beta blockers, and I think it was, I can't remember the exact dose, but I think it's 40 milligrams slow release. So basically, instead of taking them twice a day, I think this is how it works. Instead of taking them twice a day, which you would do if it was a normal one, the slow release means you take it once a day, and that's you for the whole day. And to be honest, I found the beta blockers really good. I don't know if it was partly the placebo effect, which is obviously, if you've not heard of that, it's when you basically think something will work. You believe that something will work, so it does. So basically, an example of that would be giving me a vitamin C tablet, telling me it's beta blocker, and then immediately I calm down and feel more relaxed because I believe that it's going to work, even though it's not a beta blocker. Anyway, so I don't know if it was partly the placebo effect, but I did feel, even I think in the next day, I felt much better about walking home from work. And I felt far less anxious. I didn't feel all sweaty, shaky. Just felt much better. I felt much more confident. And within a few days, I was like swinging my arms around as I walk, and I never do. Like I didn't realise I didn't do that anymore. I used to, and with the anxiety, be like gripping onto my rucksack and just like, oh, constantly like really just so tense. And I just found myself swinging my arms, and it was like such a joy. I was like, I'm free. I'm a real boy. No, I just found myself like feeling relaxed and really great. And I'm not saying it was like a complete cure, but I felt about 10 times better. So I was really happy with that. I hadn't actually gone to a counsellor at all, because I have had a lot of counselling in the past, and I know I should really go back and probably talk about it, but I couldn't. I was just like, didn't have the energy, and I just thought, you know what, these beta blockers are working for me. I'll just continue with them, see how we go. So anyway, I had a doctor's appointment scheduled to go and discuss if these were working. I went back and told him I felt, great and 10 times better. And then he said something to the effect of, oh great, well I'll give you another 2 months prescription, and then that should sort you out. And I was like, I didn't say this, but I was like, are you only giving me 2 months? And then I'm like on my own, floundering again with all my anxiety. So then I felt quite downcast after that appointment, because I thought, I've gone from feeling 10 times better to him basically telling me, oh well, you've got another 2 months supply, and then that's it. And I just felt really shit. I was like, I can't go back to feeling like that, and I'm not gonna beg. I'm not gonna be like, please give me like beta blockers. But I just couldn't really face the thought of being told I had to come off them. And I think there must be a short-term medicine, because I haven't actually heard of people being on them long-term, although I've not really done much research, to be honest. I've only really heard of people getting them for specific events, like they've got a public speech to make, so they get some beta blockers for that, because it stops them shaking and they just feel more confident and less fight or flight, like they're going to run away or throw up. Or but I've never actually heard of anyone taking them long term. So, God, this is now 8.5 minutes. Sorry, guys. So basically, I then decided I was going to keep the prescription and not pick up the prescription, but just go back and get it when I felt like I was getting anxious again, because I did have a whole month that he gave me before, and by that point I actually was feeling great, and I thought, do you know what, if he's gonna take me off them and with it after the next 2 months that I'm on, I'm going to feel really out of control, and I'll just be sort of like shoved out into the open, like, oh, good luck with your anxiety, no more beta blockers for you, good luck with your life. So I thought, I'll just keep this and I'll get them when I need them. Because the months really did make me feel a lot better, and I just thought, you know what, I want to try and cope without these on my own terms, because maybe that month just gave me the boost I needed, just sort of brought my anxiety levels back down. And so yeah, I haven't picked up the prescription, but I've still got the note to get it when I want. And I actually feel great now, and that was just a month that I was on them. And I haven't really felt, there's been like an odd day here and there where I felt, I'll be like, oh, But apart from that, I've actually felt overall a lot better. So I think actually they are a good short-term solution that can bring you back down to a normal level of not feeling anxious, even if you're not taking them anymore. I'm really rambling. Sorry, I'm quite hungover, so I think I'm not really thinking straight. So yes. So about the beta blockers themselves, they don't have any side effects, like none. I'm not sure if it's the same for everyone, but for me, not a single. Well, actually no, I tell a lie. On the first day, I felt a little bit weak and wobbly. First day taking them, but that was it. And after that, not a single sausage, nothing. And I thought that was really great because I've been on a lot of different things that have made me feel very strange, very strange. I have, so this is nothing to do with anxiety. I've been on contraception, it was called Marvelon, and it was the most awful thing that ever happened to me. I was on it for like 3 days, and within the first day of taking it, I think it was in like a few hours, I was in floods of tears. I could not stop crying over anything, and I mean anything, and I felt so low. And it wasn't until I read the packaging and it said, do not take this if you've had a history of depression. And I was like, oh, thanks, doctor. You know, like, why? I mean, you had my records. Why have you given me this? So I felt so low. So that's just to point out that there have been things, I'm not like immune to side effects. That made me feel like absolute shite. Do not take that if you've ever had a history of any depression. Anyway, and also, I've obviously been on, well not obviously, but I've also been on antidepressants, and I've found I wasn't really sure if they were causing the side effects of feeling really low, or if I just did feel really low that first week when I was taking them, but they are known to make you feel really terrible for about a week before you start feeling any better. So, what was I trying to say? I was basically trying to say beta blockers are amazing. They have no side effects that I can tell. They are great for taking for short term for a more long term effect. Seeing as I only took it for a month and I now feel 10 times better, and that has lasted me even though I'm not taking them anymore. So yes, yeah, I think that's all I want to say. Holy shit, this has been 13 minutes. I hope that I've been some help. If you are thinking of taking these and you want some advice, feel free to comment and I'll try and reply. I can't imagine many people are going to be watching my long-winded, boring videos, but if you do feel like it, comment me and I'll try and comment back. Okay, I might do a few more, but I'll try and find some interesting topics. Good luck with your anxiety. I hope you're all okay, and it's really shit, but just stick in there and yeah. Okay, peace out.